How's it everybody, Leon here, and in this video I'm checking out the GoPro front and side mounts for my motorcycle helmet.
Shop Brew.
So in the previous video, as I was explaining, I recently bought the GoPro and I also bought one of the accessories that goes to try and mount it onto my motorcycle helmet. So in this video I'm going to do a quick overview and unboxing of the attachments, and then also I'm going to try and see if I can fit it onto my motorcycle helmet. So just opening it up quickly. See if I can open this up without tearing it. Maybe just slice into that. Okay, put that in there. So it has an extra little thumb screw, another extra side attachment, another attachment, and a few more angular mounts. But similar to the other one, I think these might be a little bit more angled. Maybe not. I think they're the same. Pretty much the same. So the biggest question for me is to see if that is actually going to fit to the front of my helmet, which I'm actually hoping to attach it more to the front. I don't really like massive bulky sections over onto the side of the helmet, but who knows, it might be a case that I might actually not be able to do that, but we'll see if I could do something with this one, maybe have a little bit of a swivel arm and then attach it somehow. The unfortunate thing about my helmet, as you can see, it's has a full face, full visor helmet. So I know some people attach it at the bottom of the peak, but unfortunately I can't do that because if I had to flick up my peak, there's no space for the camera whatsoever. So that is not an option. So the best thing I can do is either front chin mount or have to do it somewhere along the side. Same thing, I don't really want to attach it to the top of the peak. That's going to be counterproductive as well, especially with wind and all that type of stuff. So let's see if this is going to work somehow. We'll give that a go. So I'm not sure at what angle I'd actually be able to swivel this thing around at. I was actually hoping you could maybe swivel it the opposite way too, which I almost don't think that's going to happen. Oh, maybe you can. So the question, as I was saying, is going to try and figure out how to get that at an angle where this. So maybe let me do this. I'm going to try take this off just so I can see. So I'm just playing with a few ideas here, just so I can see exactly what's going to be the best option to fit it on. And which way will be the best of mounting the bracket. Okay, let me see, so it's going to be facing that way, like that. We're going to need to angle it up and around. Something almost like that. Maybe not quite. Let's see how that's going to work. That might work this way. Something like that. That might be an option. Not necessarily 100% ideal, but maybe for what I'm looking to do, that might not be a bad way of doing it. Either that, I'm gonna have to just completely flick it around, do a 180 on that one, maybe do it this way. I'll check. I'm gonna I'll also check once I have the app ready to fire up. That might be the best way of trying to see what angle is going to be the ideal spot to do it in, purely because I can see exactly at what height I need to mount this thing and then play with it that way. So that might actually be an option, mounting it this way, as opposed to, you know, as I said, mounting it out way out to the side or something like that. At least that will be a little bit more streamlined. Question will be is if these little angular mounts, if they might fit securely enough with all the ridges and stuff that I have on the helmet. Might be. We'll see. We'll try. So I'm going to give that a go. I'm going to try and get my app going, and then I'll see if I can actually install it and see what the best view is for that. Okay, so I've got my phone ready, so let's see. I'm going to actually put on my helmet for the next bit and just going to try and see what's going to be the best way of actually mounting this thing. So let's see. Just so I can get a rough idea of where I need to mount it. Just going to tighten up these screws. So I just need to connect to my GoPro at the moment. Okay, so at the moment, as you can see, it is streaming to my phone. So it's going to at least give me some idea in terms of where I need to face it. The other side of that though is it might be a case that I would actually need to be on the bike for this part, which will at least then give me a much better idea if I need to fine tune the placement or if I need to move it up or down slightly. But at least I might have a good idea of what's going on here. So let's see roughly around this section. Only thing though, it might also be a case, I was going to have a quick look at my camera on my phone and see if that is roughly in the area that I need to place it at, which will be around here somewhere. So let me get one of these little angular curve thingies. I'll slide that thing in there. I think it goes this way around. I can have this thing placed like that somehow. It might do the job. Just trying to see how that's going to fit in terms of my line of sight, especially with my helmet, and see if I have clear vision, so I don't want to be blocking anything. It might also be a case that I need to bring it down a little. So maybe on this there, but then again, that's also going to be very low in terms of streaming. I have to try and find a happy medium for that. Let's try a flat one. Let's see if that might actually be a better, snugger fit as opposed to the curved ones. If I had more space at the bottom of the chin area here, I could have actually done a better job on it, because it's not really going to attach well to this rubber section there. So I'll need to mount it onto a flatter section, but then again, as I was saying, it's blocking my view a small bit. I have to try and see which one of these is actually going to be the better fit. So, I mean, this one contours a little bit, but it's almost like the flat one mounts better for some reason. Yeah, it would have been so much handier if I could actually just mount it straight onto right into the front of the chin, as opposed to on the side and then trying to angle it back in towards it. So the problem with this one is it's not gonna have enough, and it's also, I have to sort of mount it this way, which is not gonna be an option, unfortunately. Well, at least I have 2 or 3 of those, so let me give this a go. I'm gonna try it. Let's see if that's going to stick. Fingers crossed. Let's hope that's gonna do the job. I'm just applying a little bit of pressure there just to make sure that I can get it to stick. And hopefully that will stay there. If not, I'm going to have to do another job on this. Trying to see if I can, especially on, so I have so many little nooks and crannies on my helmet. So I'm going to just try to see if I apply a bit more pressure through the adhesive backing strip of the attachment point, if that might make a difference to it. So I can see there's 1 or 2 little spots where it actually wants to come away. Only thing now will be, the problem's gonna be if I don't have space to close my helmet. Okay, let's see. Well, let's give this a go. I'm going to have to attach it like this somehow. Okay, I need this thumb screw. Now this is going to be trial and error, guys. I'm gonna try and go out for a quick spin on the bike as well to try and test it and see if that might make if I can angle it a little bit, or do I need to adjust it somehow. The only thing is, as I was saying, this is probably the best section where I could attach it to. So it has the most contact surface with the helmet, because the other problem was if I had to attach it lower down, which would be better, unfortunately I would need to build up that space that's in between that, and that's not really going to work. So hence me trying to stick it up that a little bit higher. The problem now will be is how much space is that going to take up in terms of viewing space, and then how much of an angle can I actually get on it. Like, would it be able to go up or down, or whatever is the case, and is it gonna, hopefully it's not gonna catch too much on my helmet. Yes, it is catching a little bit on my helmet. Let's see. So it's actually not too bad in terms of, I can still see clearly. It's not really affecting my line of sight at all, which is actually brilliant. It's actually probably much better than what I had originally thought. I know it just looks like such. It's definitely not as discreet as what I was hoping. I was really hoping just to have a small little mount on there. That's not really the case, to be honest. So let me just check. So once again, busy streaming. And what I'll do is I'm actually gonna go out into my bike and then I'll continue on with this video and see if I can actually set it up a little bit better and see what the angle is when I'm looking down on my handlebars and see if it's gonna actually catch that or not. Well guys, I just came back from my motorcycle and I was looking at the attachment of where I put the GoPro onto my helmet, and I must say I'm actually really happy with how it turned out in the end. So I was sitting on the bike and turned on the camera and was sort of panning around and looking around at certain areas, and I could, you know, it didn't obscure any of my view, so I was quite happy with that. Also in the end, I actually didn't really need all of the attachments that came with the helmet and front side mount. I just needed a small little bracket and the sort of the angular, the hooked shape or the angular type of attachment, and I sort of mounted that onto the helmet. So I didn't really need as many accessories as I thought I would originally. And as I said, the footage came out pretty okay. So I'm actually looking forward to future trail rides or future stuff that I might be getting into. So you'll get a lot better footage of what I'm up to. So if you're new to the channel, please like, share and subscribe it. Also hit that little bell for the notification to when the new videos might be coming out in the different series that I'm doing. Also, if you'd like to support me on the channel, you can also go down to the link. You'll find a link in the description for some of the items that I have on review. So if you want to support me that way, you can also do that, or via paypal.me/shopbrew. Any donation will be appreciated. So thanks again for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. As always, Shop Brew.